I just got to the theaters from witnessing Suzume on the big screen, and I have some things that I want to talk about for this film, guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the review. Let's go. What's going on, guys? It's Demigod back on Demigod ET, bringing you another movie review for Suzume, the newest anime film to hit theaters, directed by Makoto Shinkai, who, by the way, I've never seen any of his films until this one, and I gotta say, he did a fantastic job with this. Now, I went ahead and checked out the English dub version of this film just due to the time slot that it was in, as opposed to the subtitled version, and I gotta say, the English dub, the voice acting, everything was crisp. It was very well done, very high quality, along with everything else inside of this movie, which we'll definitely be getting into. But first things first, let's discuss the plot of this movie. So Suzume is a sci-fi adventure film, and quite honestly, without actually seeing this movie, it's hard to put the plot of this into words, so I'll give you guys the synopsis for the film right here. As the skies turn red and the planet trembles, Japan stands on the brink of disaster. However, a determined teenager named Suzume sets out on a mission to save her country. Able to see supernatural forces that others cannot, it's up to her to close the mysterious doors that are spreading chaos across the land. A perilous journey awaits as the fate of Japan rests on her shoulders. Now, as explained there, Suzume, our main protagonist, is a teenager. She's about 17 years old inside this film, and one day she happens to stumble across a doorway that ends up opening this evil entity from the afterlife, which this film likes to call the ever after, and it's essentially now her job and her new friend's job, Soto, to go around Japan closing these doors to contain the entity. One, to stop this entity from escaping, but two, to stop natural disasters from occurring throughout Japan. So there's a nice tie in there to, of course, Japan's history of natural disasters with earthquakes, and they managed to work that into the story here, which I really appreciated. I liked that detail. And along the way throughout this journey, there's a slice of life element implemented within this film, and I really appreciated that. You see Suzume just interacting with people that she comes across along her journey, making new friends, engaging in normal conversations and in normal situations, and it pulls so much emotion into this film, along with the connection she has with her mother that passed away when she was much younger, and now she's being raised by her aunt, which adds a whole other element that this film likes to dive into. And as I said, it's full of emotion. You're definitely going to feel something after witnessing this movie, which is a lot to ask for nowadays out of a lot of films that happen to release these days, and this animated film contains more heart inside of it than most films I've seen this year. I mean, it's truly impressive what they managed to accomplish with this, not to mention the breathtaking animation that is just done at the highest level and looks absolutely gorgeous on the theater screen. You have to witness this movie in theater, guys, I'm telling you. And throughout this journey, as I mentioned, she has to close doors all around Japan, so we visit so many cities from Tokyo to Kobe and other Japanese cities, which as an admirer of Japan, I absolutely loved seeing that inside of this film. The animated cities look so full of detail. I mean, they're so brought to life. It's amazing to see. But not only that, there's a great soundtrack underlying this film, along with a tie-in to a character constantly, you know, having music playing on their phone. So that element is added in here too. And I just loved every single second of it, honestly. We even get to see our main character take the bullet train and get to see, you know, other monuments of Japan that I'm sure a lot of us have heard about throughout our lives and that I would love to visit one day. Now, as I mentioned, this is a sci-fi film, so considering the plot, it definitely takes an open mind when you go to watch this film, but please have one, because I promise you it'll be worth the journey. This is one of the best films of 2023, definitely one of the best films I've seen all year. And with that being said, guys, let me go ahead and drop the official rating for Suzume. I'm gonna go ahead and give Suzume a 10 out of 10. It gets the 10 out of 10. This is a masterclass, not only in film, but in animation, and definitely something I think you should support. I think you should go out and see at a full price. Make sure you support this movie at the box office. I believe it's sitting over $250 million right now at the box office, which I think is very good, and I hope it continues to earn more because it definitely deserves it. And as far as Makoto Shinkai as a director, as an animator, I'm definitely going to look into his catalog, see what other films he's made throughout these years, and have to check those out 100%. I truly mean it when I say I felt more emotion inside this film than I felt in any live action film I've seen this year. And with that being said, guys, those are my thoughts on Suzume. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. If you don't know what I do on Demigod ET, do commentaries, reactions, or reviews, if you're interested in that, you're in the right place, man. Hit subscribe, hit the like button. I drop multiple videos a week on the channel, so you can expect that. I mean, if you don't already know, I am the Demigod, the chosen one here on Demigod ET, and I'm out of this thing, man. More movie reviews coming soon. Stay tuned. Peace.